Okay, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to use Camtasia Studio. Now, like I said, Camtasia Studio is the best program you can use currently for recording screen capture, certainly on the PC. This software will also work on the Apple Mac. You can get an Apple Mac version. Now, the great thing about using this software is it has tons and tons of features, and you can pretty much do everything you need within the software. So not only can you record the screen, you can also do things like zooming, which we talked about in the earlier videos. You can add titles, you can add audio, things like music, or you could do a further voiceover. You can also do transitions, so you can fade it to black at the end. You can also do things like blur out text. This is particularly useful if you're doing a demonstration video of, say, something like how to use Google AdSense, and you've logged into your account but you don't want people to see your username and password when you're typing it in. You can actually blur that out. Or if there's, for instance, if you're in your Google AdSense account and you're showing people how to use it, you're making a training video, you wouldn't want your publisher ID to show up in the video, so you can actually blur that out, all within this software, which is absolutely fantastic. You've also got a timeline down here, very similar to what you have in editing software. Very similar to what you saw in the Vegas video tutorials, which I made. You've got a video track and an audio track, and you can add more tracks as you need them. So this makes editing very easy. You can cut bits out of your video, or you can cut the end out, or anything you like. So it's very, very flexible in what you can do. It is quite expensive, Camtasia Studio. However, they do a 30-day free trial, and also I have seen cheap copies of this going on eBay. It's totally legal. It's not pirated. What usually happens is some people buy what is called a multi-user license, so it enables them to, they buy like a license for 50, so they can install it, say, on 50 computers, and they might have a few spare copies left over, and you can sometimes pick these up for $50 or $60. So it's worth having a look around for those as well. So anyway, let's get into it. So before I go through the complete interface here, let's get some video into the system. So let's record some video. So all we need to do to actually record some video is just click here where it says record the screen. Okay, so just click here, and this is actually going to bring up, here we go, this little box here. So you've got several options here. You can either record the full screen, which is normally what I do, or you can actually just record a section of the screen. So let's say you were showing a software program which was let's say it was a very, very small piece of software. It didn't dominate the entire screen. It was just, popped up in a small box. You can actually just click on custom here and draw a box around where you want to capture, and just do a video on that section. So like I said, I normally capture the full screen, but you can actually just capture a part of the screen if you want. The next thing we need to actually do is you need to select which microphone on your computer you actually want to record from. Like I said earlier, in the previous video, your computer usually has a microphone socket on the back. It might even have a microphone socket on the front, and then you've also got your USB microphone if you're using a USB microphone. I'm actually using a USB microphone, so that's why it's showed up here. So you need to select that. You also need to make sure that you've got a good audio level. At the moment, I don't actually have a good audio level because I'm actually using another piece of software to record this software, if that makes sense. I can't actually use Camtasia Studio to record itself, so I'm actually using another piece of software. But you can see my voice is actually moving there. However, the levels are very, very low, so you'd need to make sure. So you've got like a volume control. You want the levels to be sort of halfway there, roughly. The other great thing about Camtasia Studio, what you can actually do is if you have a webcam plugged into your computer, or if you're using this on a laptop, which a lot of laptops these days actually have webcams built into just above the laptop screen, you can actually select here, and then you can actually select the webcam from this option. And what this will do is it will do like a little picture-in-picture in the corner, and record an image of you in the corner of the screen, whilst you're actually explaining how to use the software or whatever you're doing in your video. This is great. However, I have found with all versions of Camtasia Studio, I don't know why this is, if your video is longer than say 7 or 8 minutes, what actually happens is that the lip sync gets completely lost. I've no idea why. This seems to be a running problem in Camtasia Studio. So if your videos are going to be under 10 minutes, yes, you can do the video little picture-in-picture in the corner. However, I wouldn't recommend it if your videos are going to be longer than 10 minutes because you will lose lip sync, so it will look a bit odd in your videos. But that is an option if you want to use it. And then all you need to do, so I'm going to click full screen, and then you just click record. And it gives you a little countdown here. Here we go. And now it's actually recording the entire screen. So I can actually just go, for instance, to the Warrior Forum and pretend I'm making a video about how to do Warrior Forum special offers. So I could say, okay, so you click on here and then you go to, you know, where are we? So we could go to classified ads. We're going to do a classified ad, for instance, and then you could run through exactly how you do a classified ad on the Warrior Forum. Very, very simple. So that's how you make a video. When you're finished doing your video, you just bring this pop-up up again, and then you click stop. I'm just going to pause it for now. So obviously, if you're bringing this back up again and clicking stop, you're going to need to cut this out. There is a shortcut key for this. You can push escape, I think, and then that will stop recording. Another tip you can do is what I have is I actually have 2 monitors connected to my PC, so I actually usually have this toolbar in the window in the monitor to the right, and that's how I start and stop it normally. But if you've only got one window, that might be a little bit of an issue. So I'm just going to resume this again, and that started, as you can see, and I'm just going to stop it now. So when that stops, it brings up like a preview window, so you can actually play back what you've just done. So you can either, it's got here a save and edit, a produce, or a delete. So you can delete it if you've screwed it up and you want to do it again, or produce it. What that will do is it will just go straight into the encoding settings, so you can actually encode it. I like to click on save and edit, so you can just choose where you want to save it, and then it brings it straight into the software. Now here you actually have some options here at the dimensions you can actually output this in. So you need to work out, what is my audience? Is this a YouTube video? Is this going to be on my website? And it gives you lots and lots of different, is this for a DVD? Is this for an iPhone? So it gives you all these options here. So if this is going to be a video which is going to go to YouTube, you can just put it into the default YouTube size, which is 1280 by 720. If I'm actually, what I normally do, if this is going to be a video for a training series which I'm going to sell, or if this is going to be a video that's going to go onto my blog, I will always select this one here, 800 by 450, which is screencast.com. All my videos I do are usually in widescreen, so you want to be selecting a widescreen setting here. So that's the one I normally go for, so I'm going to select that and then click OK.